Russia is facing a major crisis today. Panic is spreading among its citizens who are haunted by memories of Chernobyl. Another nuclear power plant in Russia, the Kursk facility, is on fire. Russian President Vladimir Putin is quick to blame Ukraine, claiming it was a Ukrainian drone that caused the damage. This incident coincidentally happened on Ukrainian Independence Day, which Putin described as a hostile message to Russia and its people. Western media hurried to echo Russia's version of events, framing it as Ukraine targeting Russian nuclear plants. But the real story is far more complex. According to an official statement from the power plant itself, a drone was shot down above the site. As the drone fell, the debris ignited a fire, which was quickly extinguished. Importantly, there was no radiation leakage and no casualties. The International Atomic Energy Agency has urged both sides to show extreme restraint regarding nuclear facilities. This warning is critical because the very presence of military conflict near nuclear power plants raises the risk of catastrophic consequences. So, who is really responsible here? Russia has been targeting Russian infrastructure, such as railway stations and oil refineries in recent months, not the nuclear plants. On this occasion, Russian defense forces shot down a drone hovering near the nuclear site. The debris from the shoot-down caused the fire. While Kremlin blames Ukraine directly for the attack, the power plant's own report suggests it was the aftermath of Russia's own defense actions that sparked the fire. This incident highlights the dangers of military operations near sensitive nuclear facilities. Whether intentional or not, engaging drones and other weapons in these areas puts everyone at risk. Russian officials have a history of twisting facts. For example, in a recent interview with NBC, Russia's Foreign Minister Lavrov was unable to clearly answer whether Russia invaded Ukraine. When pressed about Russia's violation of the 1994 Budapest Memorandum, an agreement that guaranteed Ukraine's sovereignty in exchange for giving up its nuclear arsenal, Lavrov dismissed the security guarantees as irrelevant, denying that Russia promised not to invade. The Budapest Memorandum explicitly states that Russia committed to respect Ukraine's independence, sovereignty, and existing borders, and to refrain from the threat or use of force against Ukraine. Lavrov's contradictory statements reflect a larger pattern of misinformation from the Kremlin. The devastating human cost of the conflict is undeniable. Tens of thousands of civilians have been killed or injured. Hospitals, schools, churches, and even maternity wards have been targeted. Russian military actions are not random. They deliberately target civilians, including children, in a brutal effort to terrorize Ukraine. Putin's ultimate goal goes beyond the eastern four regions of Ukraine. The initial invasion's push toward Kyiv betrays ambitions for a much larger territorial control. Yet the Ukrainian army's resilience has constrained Russia to claiming only limited areas for now. Peace remains elusive because Putin is not genuinely interested in it. Only a full Russian withdrawal could bring a real end to the conflict. This reality is often misunderstood or downplayed by voices that treat the war as a symmetrical struggle, ignoring that Ukraine is fighting to survive against an invading force. This situation calls for international vigilance and a refusal to accept oversimplified narratives. Truth matters deeply when nuclear risks and human lives are at stake. The Kursk fire serves as a stark reminder of these stakes. Nuclear weapons and power plants belong outside the battlefield.